Welcome to TPM Vid's Disney Beat, where we talk about all things Disney. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. We also have Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at TPM Videos. We all love a good Disney ride, but sometimes the magic is interrupted when the rides malfunction and break down. It's bound to happen from time to time. Through submissions from all of you, these never-before-seen breakdowns give some rare perspectives into many of your favorite Disney rides. And if you're a big Disney fan like myself, this can be a dream come true. If you have a breakdown experience or malfunction you'd like to share, send it to the email address on the screen. Now make sure to keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside as we count down the top 10 Disney ride breakdowns, malfunctions, and in-show exits, Part 5. Number 10. This first breakdown takes us on to Indiana Jones Adventure, Temple of the Crystal Skull at Tokyo Disney Sea.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are very sorry, but due to technical difficulties, we are unable to continue your tour. Please remain seated until a cast member arrives to assist you. Thank you.
In this video submitted by Cheso Sanchez on Instagram, you can see the ride is very similar to the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland in California. Getting this rare lights-on glimpse into the mechanics of the famous boulder scene isn't something you get to see every day. Now when you're on the ride, it appears as though the boulder is rolling towards you. You can clearly see the boulder spinning ever so slowly, but most of the motion comes from the movement of the walls. That's right, these walls here move away from the ride vehicle, while the boulder itself spins and travels a few feet towards you on this track. It's pretty neat, huh? Now, many Disney ride breakdowns are followed by an in-show exit. It's Disney's term for an evacuation. It has a more magical ring to it, doesn't it? So now, it was only natural for cast members to come to the rescue. After all the guests were helped out of the ride vehicle safely, they then got a walking tour of the rest of the ride. This decline is extremely steep, but how cool is this? Getting stuck in the boulder scene is a really special breakdown that a lot of Disney fans would love to experience. Number 9. Let's take a trip on Journey into Imagination with Figment, where Diz Character Hunter 71 on TikTok sent in a malfunction that happened during the finale.
Please remain seated, and as soon as we figured out what happened and what to do about it, then we'll,
Well, then the show lights were turned off when all of a sudden... Look at those safety rails go! Whenever the ride malfunctions, the rails are deployed to protect guests just in case they need to do an in-show exit.
well, what was broken, switched off or unplugged, has been taken care of.
But in this case here, there is no in-show exit, and instead, we get a look at how they reset the finale between the different sets of ride vehicles. If you aren't familiar with the finale, this is what it normally looks like.
You said it, Doc! Imagination is a blast!
And now here's what it looks like while the set is resetting for the next group.
Your vehicle will begin moving immediately.
You don't get to see this every day. And I love how the computer beeps are to the tune of One Little Spark. Take a listen. And there it goes.
So, as you can plainly see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc! Imagination is a blast!
Number 8. Get ready for a hilarious Carousel of Progress malfunction sent in by Kramer with a camera on Instagram, and this doesn't involve any broken animatronics. Now, as you can see, the carousel is malfunctioned and got stuck between Act 2 and 3. This doesn't happen all the time, but I have seen it happen before. Now, when the cast member came over the speaker, well, it was a perfectly timed interaction with John. Take a listen.
Safety, please maintain at all times. Safety, please maintain at all times. Thank you.
I heard that.
And that didn't just happen once, but twice.
On Carousel of Progress, you will be viewing this the T for a second time. When it's over, you'll be rotating. We are, sorry for the inconvenience. Please remain seated for your safety. Thank you.
Sir is interrupting.
I mean, talk about perfect timing. You couldn't have planned this any better. Eventually, the theater did reset itself, and it turned out to be a great big, beautiful tomorrow. Number 7. It's time to head over to Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout at Disney California Adventure. It's not often that breakdowns are caught on camera at Mission Breakout, but Old Time Thrills on Instagram had quite the experience. Now, the initial breakdown wasn't caught on camera, but after being shot up to the first floor, the ride malfunctioned and it went dark, and they were stuck here for 20 minutes. Cast members tried to proceed with an in-show exit, but the doors weren't able to be unlocked since the elevator wasn't far enough up the shaft. So, they had to send the elevator back down in a leisurely elevator speed.
Oh my gosh.
Then one of the guests decided to lighten the mood with some music.
Oh, we're
Now that they were safely on the ground, cast members began to attempt to bring the elevator back to the load position.
Have your enable, cab is in motion. Probe in motion.
Oh, look, it's gonna grab us.
The mechanism extending forward is what hooks into the base of the vehicle to allow it to move forward and backwards, but it doesn't connect.
Oh god. That's not horrifying.
We're already on the ground.
Yeah, it didn't grab us.
It's like a claw machine.
It's always so fascinating when these breakdowns give us a glimpse into the mechanics of some of our favorite Disney rides. Well, after about 20 minutes and a couple more attempts, cast members finally got everyone rescued safe and sound. Number 6. Muppet Vision 3D at Hollywood Studios is another attraction where it's sort of rare to catch a malfunction on camera. Well, Forky Plays on Instagram sent in a submission where the attraction started with no sound, then the house lights turned on. I mean, a silent Muppet film isn't the worst, but thankfully, Forky Plays stepped in for Beaker. Then his dad steps in for Waldo.
I'm talking to you.
I love the audience's reaction to the 3D effect. Well, after patiently waiting and getting teased with the lights off, they did need to evacuate the theater.
All right, my friends, the time to get recovery has come. Make sure we have those money and recoveries at the ready.
And everyone was given a fast pass and they all lived happily ever after. Number 5. If you're anything like me, you've definitely been curious as to what a coaster like Space Mountain looks like with the lights on. I mean, breaking down on one of these coasters in the dark is a pretty exciting moment for many big Disney fans, like Grayson here at Disneyland.
Space Mountain with the lights on.
We broke down.
Disney magic. They're done.
Nathan from the Miller Lights on YouTube, along with his daughter Sawyer, also found themselves stuck while getting a rare lights on look at the ride.
The Space Mountain broke down and we're seeing the inside of it right now. What do you? We have never seen this. Ever.
Daddy's never seen it in 42 years. People way down there,
Daddy has never seen
sitting
it.
on the ride, they're frozen like we are.
And look at, there's some people down there.
Oh, there's some people down there too?
Yeah.
Now you can see quite a few trains are stuck on the track, but every single one is stopped at one of the brake runs. Even though rides malfunction, it doesn't always mean an in-show exit will take place. A lot of the time, they'll just send you back through the ride with the lights on.
Attention inside Space Mountain, rocket to be released from Delta 15. Please stay clear, Delta 15 to the station. Rocket in motion.
They're gonna start.
In the case of Space Mountain, they start with the train that's furthest along the track, then they work their way back. Before you know it, you'll be riding Space Mountain with the lights on, like here in this breakdown submission sent in by Disney's_big_fan on Instagram. Number 4. This next malfunction was sent in by Matterhorn_Matt9 on Instagram, and it takes us onto soaring around the world at Disney California Adventure. So what happened was the ride started up like normal, the left and right hang gliders made it up to the screen, but for some reason the film didn't start playing. This was likely due to the fact that the middle section was stuck. The left and right sides were pulled back, but the middle section remained in this position.
You have a ride stop in or anything? The exit is open.
Well, at least this is more interesting than being stuck on a seawall.
You got that right. Then after being stuck for about 10 minutes, they were able to fix the issue.
Welcome back to the ground.
Nice work, pal. Number 3. Rise of the Resistance is one of the newer rides at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World, but it still breaks down quite a bit. Now, to be fair, the ride is very technologically complex, but they're still working out some of the kinks. I mean, it's an amazing ride, and usually when you do break down, like here in this clip from Kim C. Nulty on Instagram, the work lights allow you to get a detailed look at everything. The AT-AT room is impressive. I mean, these figures are massive. Now this is pretty cool, but in another breakdown submission from Sour Eye Disney on Instagram, one of the many illusions of the ride is revealed. Now just after you leave the hangar scene with Kylo Ren, he shows up again with his lightsaber as he attempts to catch you. Kylo Ren looks like a physical 3D figure, but here in this breakdown footage, you can see only his hand and lightsaber are physical objects. His body is actually projected. This behind-the-scenes look isn't something you get to see every day, and the setup isn't too complex at all. It's actually quite simple. Number 2. It was a typical day in Neverland on Peter Pan's flight at Magic Kingdom. The McCormick family was passing through Mermaid Lagoon when the ride stopped and broke down.
We broke down. We get pixie dust to fly.
Peter Pan, please stay seated. Somebody will be with you momentarily.
I've said this many times, but it's always fascinating to see these Disney rides with the lights on. It's incredible how lighting plays such an important role in these rides. Now, since you're suspended above the ground, cast members use many of the staircases around the ride to rescue you from the ship. Then they can proceed with the in-show exit. Luckily, Jonathan and his daughter were also next to one of the staircases, so it made the rescue pretty simple.
Bottom of the stairs, all right?
Bottom of the stairs, got you.
Yeah. Go away at the bottom of the stairs, sweetie. Right over there, my dad. Right over there, please.
Thank you.
And the best part of this breakdown is that the in-show exit included a walking tour through many of the iconic scenes of Peter Pan's flight.
Watch your step. There's gonna be a lot of things to step. Oh, we don't want to step on the. Whoa! Watch your step. Don't want to step on a tree or a. Watch out for the bridge. Yep. Right stuff. Yeah. Watch out for everything here. Don't play Godzilla.
This gives you a really good understanding of the scale of the buildings in each scene. You notice the sets get progressively larger as they are led out of the ride, which would mean when you're on the ride, the sets get progressively smaller. I mean, with the lights off, it's really effective. In the end, the McCormick family were given a fast pass and some water, but talk about a fun breakdown experience. Number 1.
TP Unbids.
Yeah, that's me.
We're gonna be on YouTube. Everyone say hi.
Hello.
Hey. Why are we on YouTube?
Well, because your son, Joe_Heck on Instagram, just sent in this Splash Mountain breakdown. So even though the work lights have been turned on, it appears the entire ride, including the animatronics, are still in show mode. Usually everything gets shut off.
We'll be right back for you guys.
Now, it wasn't long before cast members began the in-show exit.
Everyone's good to manage the stairs. We're all good with the stairs. Hello.
Since Splash Mountain at Magic Kingdom has lap bars, cast members need to unlock each log with these yellow bars.
Hands up.
Hands up, guys. You can push it up real quick.
So you guys are going to stay seated for now. We're going to cover our back real quick on your head.
Once all the guests were safely out of the logs, well, then it was time for the fun part. Getting an in-show exit off Splash Mountain means getting an up-close look at many of the show scenes and animatronics. Here, Joe and his family are brought through the laughing place where the Gophers were still in show mode.
This is the craziest thing ever.
Getting to experience this breakdown is honestly a dream come true. I gotta say, I'm very jealous.
This is so cool.
Yeah, I'm doing this all in one camera.
After about a 4-minute walk backstage and back into the park, in true breakdown fashion, they all received a fast pass for their troubles. So have you ever broke down on a Disney ride? What was that experience like? I'd love to know. Leave a comment down below to start a conversation, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video.